Today I'm going to talk about Chinese dumpling. Dumpling is a traditional Chinese New Year food in some area of China, not everywhere. In general, northern part of China use Chinese dumpling as their Chinese New Year Eve food. Southern part of China do not use Chinese dumpling. They cook other things. So as like my father coming from southern part of China, which is Shanghai, he doesn't like Chinese dumpling completely. Like he always he always say a good piece of meat put inside the flour, and which he doesn't like it at all. But because we grow up in northern part of China, which is in Beijing, my brother and I, we really love Chinese dumpling. So we basically decide, parents don't cook for us, so we cook ourselves. So that's how we get started with Chinese dumpling. Okay. Okay, finish kneading this one and just give a little bit time for dough to set. So let me get some this. Okay, so that's the one for the here. This kind of depends on what you want. And for the people, like you're vegetarian, you don't eat meat, you can put egg. So we because we're eating meat, so we generally don't do it, but sometimes, occasionally we do. That's, you basically make a lot of egg, and you cook like with a little bit, once it gets solid, and you chop it, and then you make it kind of like this, and then you mix with whatever you want. So this one, there's a lot of work. So we need like cut a very small piece. That's good enough. And then just like a handful. This is generally what I do. I learned from my aunt long time ago is, for Chinese knife, this one's big, so you do this. You hold the vegetable like this, so you won't chop. If you do this, you might chop your finger, but if you do this, you won't chop. And so you just hold like this, and you just do that. How to making the wrapping? So this is okay, so that's the dough, what we call dough or something, and then you're holding in the middle, and you use this to do this, like that. So like this, I'm holding this, so that's the first go, like this, see? And then, but I'm twisting a tiny bit like that, so I'm doing this, see? And then I'm twisting a tiny bit, and then I'm doing this. And then I'm twisting a tiny bit, and I'm twisting a tiny bit, and then twisting a tiny bit. So basically, that's counted as like a good one. And then there's another joke about remember I mentioned my parents refuse to, don't want to make a dumpling for us. So my brother and I, we decide to make this dumpling. And for us, we take like a whole day to prepare everything. And then after we made it, we're so proud. But at that time, we're sharing the kitchen with another family, and we noticed another family, they're making dumpling too, and their dumpling is half of the size of our dumpling. We basically make like this one, we make, and for us, first time we made, we probably make this one wrapper this big. It's really huge. I was like, oh, we need to improve next time. Okay, So that's one, and this one I need a little bit more here. Okay, so we have a 5. Now it's like you can have a lot of people helping with dumpling. It's kind of a multi-thread application, right? So basically someone making the wrapping, like multiple people making the dumpling. So let me show you again how to make this one. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, so press in the middle and then doing like this, that, and this, and middle, this, and this, like something like this. Okay. Generally, we're supposed to be poured like 3 cups, 3 times. So this is like the first time what I'm doing. Just a tiny bit so it won't get boiling. So that's what we do. Okay, that's 20 of this.